Kia ora. In today's news, a $4 million funding boost from the government means a much-needed social housing project can now get underway. The Auckland Manukau Tongan Methodist Church has been given the go-ahead for the Matani Kolo project. Reverend John Murray said that will mean 22 new homes built on over 6 acres of church land in Mangere.
The need for a sense of that cultural community is pretty important. The houses are all slightly larger. They could never afford to buy and build the houses themselves, and now their dream is to be realised.
Murray McCulley has confirmed the Stockholm embassy will close shortly, and there will be further cost-cutting across our European postings in order to save $10 million. The Foreign Affairs Minister says we're focusing on areas like China, which is our second biggest trade relationship.
A place like Guangzhou, already there's a high level of diplomatic focus, but no post there. We service that from Shanghai. We're going to need to think about how we manage those issues going forward.
Christchurch councillors have voted 10-4 in favour of pausing deconstruction work on the city's cathedral. It follows a presentation by the Restore Cathedral Group this morning, urging the city leaders to consider their cause. The group is unveiling further campaign plans tonight. John Key is to raise the matter of departure taxes with Julia Gillard. Australia has increased its tax by 17% to $71 per passenger. Tourism operators on both sides of the Tasman are concerned that will hinder business. Australia's Tourism and Transport Forum CEO John Lee has told our newsroom he's also sorry about the deeper impact.
I'm very sorry. I feel quite sad having to defend an unfair tax, and I think it's very sad for tourism, but also about that interaction that occurs through the whole Anzac tradition.
Parents are being urged to watch out for signs of whooping cough in their babies, especially between 2 and 5 months old. The country is facing an epidemic, with reported incidences doubling between 2010 and 2011. That's over 1,700 cases. Hekia Parata has been defending the government's plans for the education sector. As well as increasing class sizes, the Education Minister wants teachers to have a postgraduate qualification and is considering performance-based pay. The NZEI's Paul Gulter told New Zealand's Rima there's a fundamental problem with that.
There's $43 million worth of teachers being taken out of the New Zealand education system at a time that everyone agrees we need more teachers in front of kids.
But Hekia Parata said it boils down to a very simple equation.
What makes the most difference to student achievement, of all the things that make the difference, the two that make the most difference is the quality of teaching and the quality of professional leadership.
A group of MPs is using the parliamentary recess to visit the Middle East. National and opposition politicians are looking at critical issues in the region, and Labour's Phil Goff says the situation in Syria is high on the agenda.
We'll be up on the Syrian border visiting a refugee camp, talking to some of the people there about the plight of the Syrian refugees.
It's not a moon landing, but a South Island touchdown that's next scheduled for an American astronaut. NASA's Stephanie D. Wilson is a veteran of 3 US space flights, and she's coming to next month's International Science Festival in Dunedin. She's logged more than 42 days in space. Those are the headlines. Ka kite anō.